What's going on, everyone? It actually is a fantastic day. The players' voices have been heard. Everyone let Microsoft know that we were not taking this BS. What am I talking about? What did they do? What came of all this? I have all those answers and more. I'm Darkshot, the YouTube Assassin. Let's get into this. So yesterday I reported that Xbox was going to start charging their players $120 a year in what could only be described as like a predatory way of bullying their players into getting the Game Pass. You were going to have the thing broken down into a 6-month period where you could pay $60, then you'd be recharged. Now, that's complete crap. That's absolute garbage. It was a way of kind of bullying you into getting into Game Pass, which, again, for someone like me, it doesn't work. I'm not really into the Game Pass. Some people are. Some people are into having, a bunch of old school games at their fingertips, and even some of the newer games like Gears of War 5 and stuff like that. Getting that, I could see it. It's up to you if you want to play it. Those games rotate, some of them are not there forever, some of them are in a rotation. I know Final Fantasy 15 only has like a week left or something on Game Pass, and if that works for you, more power to you. I don't care. That's what you like, and you're entitled to that. But the main issue that I had was the fact that they're doubling their Xbox Live experience. That, to me, that was just absolutely garbage. That was just really deplorable. Not cool. And yesterday's video, by the way, a couple of people did not understand. They just thought I was taking the opportunity to dunk on Xbox and Microsoft. That's not what the video was about. The video was about getting angry at companies doing this because they want to make some extra money. We still have the pandemic going on. To me, it just seemed like they were taking advantage of the pandemic with some people in lockdown, some people staying home, and now they're forcing you to pay more to play. And that's just not right. And if that would have continued, then I don't see why other companies like Sony, even Nintendo, why they wouldn't double it. Now, again, Nintendo is only $20 for the year, but could you imagine, still, $40? To some people, that's a lot. To some families, that's a lot. And Nintendo is considered the family system, quote unquote. But, if that business model would have worked, I could see Sony easily doing that. That's what they did with their online service. They had PS Plus. Now, on PS4, it's required that you have PS Plus. On PS3, it wasn't. But they saw that Xbox, they were making money on it. Why not? Again, not dunking on Microsoft. I'm just upset that you're going to take advantage of players. Now, I wasn't the only one that was upset. Apparently, a lot of people took to YouTube, took to Facebook, other social media sites like Twitter, and they voiced their opinions. And of course, the opinion was negative. How could you do that? How could you be so disconnected to your fan base? People threatening to completely leave Microsoft altogether, go straight to Sony, or even PC, which, by the way, I would highly recommend PC anyway. Again, not dunking on Microsoft or Sony, not all about PC Master Race, but that's the easier option, especially if you have an Xbox anyway, because on a PC, you get all that anyway with the Game Pass and whatnot, which is, it's honestly brilliant. And if you were going to pay $500 plus for a next-gen system, then $120 for the other items, For a year subscription, you might as well get a low-end PC, which will run all that stuff. A $600 PC will definitely run all that stuff, Game Pass and whatnot. So I recommend it. But anyway, in under 15 hours after a bunch of news outlets and everything had announced this, Microsoft reversed their course. They did a complete 180. They actually apologized. They said that they had messed up. They said that the fan base was right to let them know. They were really upset that they basically failed the players, and they said, we're reversing course. Xbox Live will only be $60 for the year. Now, not only did they issue that apology, not only did they say that they were sending it back to $60 per year, and all their other payment models were also altered so that way it was as it was before. They went one step beyond. They decided that games that were free to play are now completely free to play. So what does that mean? Games like Fortnite, games like Apex Legends. If you have a Sony PlayStation, if you have a Nintendo Switch, you buy those games, all you need is an internet connection. You don't need online access through their companies, through their payment models, like, paying for online. You don't need that. You could pick up a Nintendo Switch right now, you could download Fortnite, and you can play not the single player game, you could play the multiplayer game, and you can play it completely for free. As long as you downloaded it for free, you could play it for free. Internet connection you need, no online services. Same thing with Sony PlayStation. That's how it was. Microsoft Xbox was the only system right now, or not right now, but prior, that you needed to have Xbox Live if you were going to go and access games like Fortnite or Apex Legends. So now they made it that you no longer need Xbox Live. So you go out, you buy, say, an Xbox One, you download Fortnite because that's your thing. You have an internet connection. You don't have the money to go out and get Xbox Live. You ran out of free codes or whatever, but that's your game. You can now play it completely for free. And that is a beautiful thing. That's a step up. What they should have done, though, and many players were expecting it, the online services for free. I kind of get the online services. I understand that, you do need to offset the cost of the system, the hardware. So in certain cases, I'm okay with making that payment. I'm not okay with paying for double that payment. That's kind of crazy. I'd prefer it be for free. Even the games that you give are for free each month are not good enough. They're not exciting. They're, just, some of them are hits, most of them are misses. And not just on Microsoft. Sony does that as well. Some of them are hits, some of them are misses. And, them pushing Game Pass, again, if it's not your thing, it's not your thing. So, I gotta say, I'm very glad to see that, like Xbox reverse course, and they actually, they went a step beyond. They went a step further. To me, that just shows goodwill towards your gamers, towards your constituents, towards people who are big fans of Microsoft and Xbox. So I was very, very happy to hear that. That's absolutely amazing. And the thing is that I was very, very happy that the player base jumped up and started arguing their points, getting mad, getting furious, making those kind of threats that we'll leave. You know, they don't want to lose that money, and I mean, that level of greed, you would have lost more than you gained. And then, of course, there were people that were actually shilling for Xbox, that were saying, "Oh, you could pay this. You shouldn't mind paying this. You could do it. If you pay $10 a month, you're paying $120 a year." Yeah, that's not working for a lot of people. Doesn't work for everybody. So I was kind of shocked to see people shilling. And another thing I was shocked at is that I've seen a couple of comments in a couple of my videos mad that I go out here and I rant and I get angry about things like that, or that I get mad about Ubisoft or CD Projekt Red and what they've done as far as gaming goes and how the games should have been fixed. And all I gotta say is that yes, I do that, and yes, I'm gonna keep doing that. I am not a corporate shill. I am not here to suck up to any one game system or game developer or anything like that. We all pay good money for these games, for these systems, for these services, and we deserve as much as we can get out of these people. We pay them, and we pay good money. I am not going to shill for a company or, go completely corporate on any company or developer. I'm not going to do it. I'm for the player. If you want to be part of the problem and you're okay with paying these outlandish fees and these, $60, $70 for games that are broken on day one, that you got to wait a couple of months for them to patch out so that the games are somewhat functioning or nearly perfect, that's on you. If you want to buy a $60, $70 game and turn it into a couple of $100 game by buying all the little options and stuff like that, you are part of the problem. You're a massive part of the problem, and this is why companies will continue to believe that they can get away with this nonsense. But then again, maybe you work for these companies and that's why you're on their jock. And if that's what you like, that's what you like. I like to make sure we get the most bang for our buck. And that's why I do these kind of videos. So, sorry, I'm not sorry. Anyway, again, this was absolutely amazing on Microsoft's part. I'm very happy that they reversed course. I'm even happier that so many players let their voices be heard. This is really important. If it's one or two people getting angry, it's whatever. If it's an army of people getting angry, it becomes powerful. And that's what I want you guys all to take with you as we're done with this video. Just remember, you have a voice. You deserve to be heard. And when you're upset about something in gaming, as long as it's not nitpicking nonsense, if it's something really big, like a broken game or a service that you're not going to pay double for, let that be heard. Take to social media, take to Twitter, take the fight to these guys. And let me know in the comments below, what do you think? Was this a good move on Microsoft's part? Were you worried that Sony was going to do the same thing? And how do you feel about people that went out and bought all kinds of cards so they didn't have to pay that service until sometime in the future? Other than that, I really do hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. It helps this channel out an awful lot. As always, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, take care, be good, stay safe, take care of each other. I'll see you guys in the next one.